In the quiet moments before dawn, when the world whispers in hushed tones, there is a profound silence that speaks of peace, of a time when the earth rests in God's embrace. Yet, in the heart of this tranquility, there lies a stark, unsettling contrast, a reality marked by the echoes of gun violence, a tragedy that tears through the fabric of our communities, leaving behind a trail of grief, unanswered questions, and a longing for what was and what could have been. Before we continue, like an offering at church that supports and spreads our faith, your likes and subscribes here do the same for our digital congregation. Each click is a blessing, extending our reach and impact. Thank you for your support and for joining us in this journey. Imagine, if you will, a single gunshot, a sound that, in an instant, changes everything. It's a sound that many, tragically, know too well. It's a sound that has the power to end dreams, to shatter families, and to leave behind a silence so profound that it echoes through the chambers of our hearts, a constant reminder of the cost of inaction. The Bible, our guide in times of turmoil and peace, speaks poignantly about the sanctity of life. In Genesis 1 verses 26 to 27, we are reminded that God created humankind in His own image. In the reflection of God's image, every life holds infinite value, a treasure that we are called to protect, to honor, and to cherish. Yet, when the sanctity of life is shattered by gun violence, are we not then complicit in diminishing the very image of God among us? As followers of Christ, we are called to be peacemakers, to sow seeds of peace in a world torn by violence. Matthew 5 verse 9 blesses the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. But to be peacemakers, we must first confront the realities of our world, the pain, the suffering, and the deep scars that gun violence leaves in its wake. Let us consider the story of David and Absalom, a tale of conflict and loss that transcends time. In 2 Samuel 18 verse 33, upon hearing of his son Absalom's death, David was shaken to his core, crying out, "O my son Absalom, my son Absalom! Would I had died instead of you, O Absalom, my son, my son!" This raw expression of grief captures the heartache of every parent, sibling, and friend who has lost a loved one to senseless violence. It's a reminder that behind every statistic, there is a name, a face, and a story, a life that mattered. In moments of such profound loss, where do we find the strength to stand? How do we move from the paralysis of grief to the action of healing and change? The answer lies in community, in coming together to bear one another's burdens, as Galatians 6 verse 2 instructs us. It's in the power of collective action, of uniting our voices to advocate for change, for a future where the sound of gunshots is replaced by laughter, where children can grow and dream in safety, unthreatened by the specter of violence. Today, I challenge you, as bearers of God's light in a shadowed world, to not only pray for peace but to be the architects of peace. To take action, to speak out against injustice, and to work tirelessly for a world that reflects the kingdom of heaven, a place where love triumphs over hate, where life is cherished, and where all God's children can live free from fear. As we close, let us carry in our hearts the words of Psalm 34 verse 14. Turn from evil and do good, seek peace and pursue it. Let these words be our guiding light, a beacon of hope in the darkness, urging us forward in our journey toward peace. Together, let us build a future where the tragedy of gun violence is but a distant memory, a testament to what can be achieved when God's people stand united in love and purpose. Amen.